Yes.
Hari Om everyone. So today special day. I hope everyone knows Shailendraji and might have attended his sessions, workshops, personally met him, personally know him. So today, as I mentioned, as it is a special day, it is Shailendraji's birthday. And usually on this day, he spends time with himself. Usually do not interact with people. Yes, definitely he spends time with his family and with himself. But today he got a call or a message that he should be spreading this knowledge or wisdom or this message to everyone as much as possible on how we celebrate our birthday or what is the importance of birthday. It's not just a matter of buying a cake and calling our friends and going to party or a pub or any such modern uh, activities. What is so special about our birthday? So let's hear it from Shailendraji. And before that, we will have a small wish to Shailendraji in Sanskrit. And for that, my daughter Shaivi will be wishing him in Sanskrit.
Hari Om everyone. So today I'll be telling the happy birthday song in Sanskrit. So I will start. Janmadina midam ai priyasake shantanotu te sarvada mudam prarthayamahe bhavatu shitayushi ishvara sada त्वां च रक्षतो पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जया जीवनन्तवा भवतु सार्थकम्. So this is the Sanskrit song, and what is the meaning of it? I'll be telling you in English. Oh dear friend, may this birthday bring auspiciousness and joy to you forever. Indeed, we all pray for your long life. May the Lord always protect you. By noble deeds, may you attain fame, and may your life be fulfilled. So this is the meaning in English of the Janmadina Vidam song. Thank you. Dhanyavada. Hari.
Thank you, Shaivi. Hari Om all.
So, yeah, we'll start. We'll start the session. Not exactly session, a discussion or knowledge sharing or wisdom sharing session by Shailendraji. So he will talk about his journey and his knowledge, and whatever questions you have, you can type it either on Zoom or YouTube, and we will take up the questions or in between wherever it is possible. Over to you, Shailendraji.
Yeah.
Before that, wish you many more happy returns of the day, Shailendraji.
Thank you all. I was getting all the wishes since morning. Thanks for each and everyone for your wonderful wishes.
Happy birthday, Guruji.
Thank you. So first I'll be lighting the lamp, Panchabhuta lamp. Yeah. So Hari Om all. So this is a very important day in everyone's life, right? Birthday. So we may ignore many festivals. Maybe we are belonging to different culturals, but we can't deny birthday. So wherever, in whichever religions we are taking birth, birthday is a very unique celebration which everyone has to accept in their life. Maybe some may not even celebrate their birthdays. They may not be willing to celebrate, but still, that is an important day. Maybe some are not even aware of their birthdays. They don't know their calendar, but still, they are born on that day. We have to accept that. So, this is a day where astronomically also all our stars and planets, the position of stars and planets are realigned back. Now, some may ask me, I celebrate my birthday according to English calendar. Some may be celebrating on Telugu calendar or their regional calendars. Then how to understand the position of the stars and the planets? So we keep these all calendars aside for a while, but there is a specific pattern which we have created in our mental plane. So, like suppose if we follow this English calendar, whatever pattern it has a unique cyclic pattern. Like on this day, again, that will revert back. Even if you follow a Telugu calendar, on that specific day, it will revert back. So the pattern will come, it will reoccur. So this birthday is like a milestone for you. Basically, this will remind us that we have come across, we have passed so many years. Now I have crossed 43 years in my life. So with awareness or without awareness, that we have to introspect. So we have led our life, 43 years of life. I have led my life, but what I have done in my past, where do I stand in my present? What else, where else I have to go? So some will realize at some particular time, some may not realize. Maybe it will take a long time for them to realize. But for me, realization happened since childhood, because I was blessed to have my parents, loving parents and a caring guru. So I'm seeing my Guruji since my childhood, and I've been listening to his discourses since my childhood. And those all, I still remember each and every satsang when I attend. I used to just sit in front. Even if I'm getting late, I'll just crawl in between, and I used to just sit in front so that I'll not miss anything. Moreover, I'll not miss his grace. And if I'm very close, I'll be connected to his aura. And I had that opportunity also to be very close to him. So that's how it happened. Yes, definitely we have this Maya, the baggages, the karmic bondages which we carry over since past births. So similarly, even I was carrying all those baggages. But since I have my guru, I was fortunate. He was helping me to face the hurdles, the situations in my life. And he was helping me to correct. He is a person who can correct instantly. So then and then. So he is a person who was always emphasizing on self-correction. So Guru may not be always there with you physically, but his voice is there within us, within each and every one of us. Always his voice is there, his grace is there. So it's our duty to listen to that voice and correct to our correct the weak points which we have. That is very important in our life. So basically, I always keep telling the purpose of birth. What is the purpose of birth? So we are basically there to live in harmony in the nature. So the harmony and being happy. So if at all, if anyone is having some talent, some capabilities, will he just sit idle? He can't sit idle, right? So he need to express his capabilities. So similarly, divine, who is someone is asking me, can someone share about this YouTube link in the group?
Yeah, Shailendra, we are checking,
There is a new group link, huh?
Okay.
A new YouTube link.
Okay, we'll do that.
So when a normal person who has certain capabilities, he'll not just be idle, he'll try to express his capabilities. The creator who has multifold capabilities, he'll not just be idle. So definitely he will try to express his capabilities. So the expression of this divine capabilities is the existence. The creation is the outcome of that expression of those capabilities. So I always say creation is the expression of the divine capabilities. He didn't just created this creation, he also created that harmony in the nature. And I always tell that harmony, the cycle of nutrition, how they are shared and all. So now in our birth, once we have taken this birth, we have to realize now birth is every day. Every day we sleep, every day we wake up. So the moment we sleep, it's like close to death. The moment we wake up, again, it's life. So every day we are actually dying and we are taking birth again. So now, similarly, every second, every new cell is dying and taking birth. So birthday is not just coming in yearly once, it's like every day also. So we have to value this day because we are following a specific pattern in the whole year. So the year is repeating. So if you see, we have only 7 days, Monday to Sunday. So there is no other day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, again Sunday will come. So we'll be taking birth out of any of these 7 days, right? So similarly, January till December. Okay, these are again repeating. Even if you take Telugu Tithis, they are repeating. Only thing which is not repeating is the year. Year is changing. So that is the reference for us. That is a second level of cycle which we are undergoing. So now, based on this cyclic pattern, we are counting the number of years we have taken birth. So we do celebrate that we have, this is our new birth, this is our new year. Of course, we do party, we do celebrations, we do cake cutting and all. More than that, we have to give time for ourselves. That is very important. Self-time. So how much time we give for ourselves? So self-time, it's very important to correct ourselves. Self-correction is very important. Introspecting to oneself is very important. Then connecting to nature is very important in that self-time. So then only we can measure ourselves. Where do we stand in this present day? So what is our weak point? How much we have corrected? How much we have overcome? So this Maya, definitely we can't overcome the Maya. Maya will be there. All these Arishad Vargas will be there like a shadow which are coming along with us throughout our life. So till our death, even after taking next birth also, this Maya will be there, which we can't overcome. So only way to overcome is to connect to that self, that Almighty God. Then when we are connected to that self, it's easy to pass this samsara. So we have all this hard time and happy moments in our everyday life. So we can sail this samsara, the life of samsara on the ship, which is when we are sitting in that divine ship. So he will take us and cross the ocean of samsara. So now celebrating this day, so what we have to do? So self-time is first important thing which we are supposed to give. The second is family time. We don't give family time. So mostly we are engaged in our day-to-day works. We rush to go to office and we don't spend time with our family. So this day we have to, daily we have to give family time, of course, but this day also we are supposed to give specifically, we have to give time for the family. And celebrating should not be done by taking off for your work. Whatever celebrations we do, even if we go to temple, it should be before working hours and after working hours. We should never quit our work. So we have to give that priority to our work, because work is worship. So this is the karma we have chosen for our life. So we have to definitely take our karma. We have to follow the day-to-day chores, like the work which we have chosen. And before working hours, if we have to go to temple or if we have to celebrate, it should be before or after the working hours. That is very important, as my Guruji always says. Now, celebrations, we do cake cutting or we do partying, yeah. But really celebration is in the society, in the family, when we invite our friends and family members, so definitely we will take their blessings and their wishes. Apart from this, we have to contribute some, we have to do dana dharma on this particular day. It's very important to do the dana dharma. And dana dharma, like suppose you are earning whatever 100% of your, out of 100% of your earnings, 10% of your earnings should be kept aside, and you have to utilize that contribution for a noble cause. So help the needy people who are really in need of like maybe education, or you can do annadana seva or vastra dana. Like definitely we'll buy new clothes, but more than you buying new clothes, see that you will buy at least one pair extra to a needy person. So that will be helpful for a noble cause to obtain the purushartha as well. So buying clothes, don't try to just fill your cupboard. What I prefer is, if I already have clothes, I don't prefer to buy. Like I have not bought any new clothes for this birthday. I already have so enough clothes. I maintain very minimal clothes, maybe 3 pairs. So one I wear, one I wash, and one I keep spare. Apart from that, I have 3 pairs extra, which I have kept as a standby. So whenever I'm out of these clothes, then I'll pick up that new clothes. So preferably you can opt to select that new clothes on this particular day, or whenever it's possible on the other days as well. But don't try to just fill up your cupboards because you have your wedding day or birthday or festivals. So because we have to value the resources, and there is no point of filling up your cupboards unnecessarily. So that's how I have the thought. And annadana seva is very important. So I try to feed animals daily, like I foster monkeys, dogs, birds. So today also, like it's not a special day for me, like daily I do the same things. So today also I've been doing all these rituals, whatever I do, all my day-to-day activities, whatever I do. But this day will act like a kickstart if we are not been doing certain practices. Like at least from today, we can take a resolution, because on this day, all our constellations are again realigned. So when we take resolution on this particular day, we can get a strong bonding to that path. Like whatever journey we have chosen, to be consistent in that journey, this day's resolution will have a lot of impact. So try to take this day as a kickstart if you have not been following certain practices. So take resolutions that, yes, from today, I will try to take one step to connect with the nature, one step to follow the minimalism, one step to take righteous path, follow the dharma, which I'm supposed to lead my life. So one step in correction, like I am a very angry person, but from this day, I'll be very conscious and I'll observe my anger. So like that, you have to take resolutions. So yes, even I have certain weak points. It's not like I am very strong in my life. So whatever weak points I have, so this day again is my day for kick-starting and taking the resolution. Yes, I can go ahead in my path, overcoming this weak point and uh, changing my habits. So to change any habits pattern, so this day will be very wonderful for you.
I have a doubt or question here.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was in conversation with you some time ago, yeah, as you said, on this particular day, we have to spend time for ourselves, okay, personal time and family time, as well as, not to miss our work. That is our day-to-day work. That's our bread and butter, and we have to, respect it. And social time and nature time. Yes. So what are the baby steps as per you, Shailendraji, that, we can fulfill all these things? Usually, when it comes to birthday, we take a day off and, we plan, movie or, a restaurant, pub, whatever, depends upon person to person, place to place. Yes, we plan. So what, as per you, like, as you said, personal time, spend time with yourself. So what can we do?
So as a baby step, suppose if you're using chemicals all this while, take one step. So anyway, on this birthday, we'll try to use Upatan powder and oil massage. And that's how normally on every birthday, like most of the people try to use Upatan powder. So take a resolution that, yeah, from today, I will switch over from chemical soaps to this Upatan powder. So daily, like anyway, it's not a big deal to use Upatan powder. So it can be anything. So suppose if you are habituated to have tea or coffee, so from this day, I will have some herbal decoctions, or I will stop consuming dairy, or I'll start eating fruits at least one time in a day. Whatever healthy practices we have been listening. So we can start. Suppose we use gadgets a lot of time, like from today, I will stick my gadget time. I'll not overuse the gadgets. Like that, we can take any resolution.
That's wonderful. And as you said, we can use Uptan. So that reminds me of Abhyangasana. Can you tell more about the Abhyangasana importance on this?
So basically, Abhyangasana, whatever we are doing, especially on this birthday, it's like detoxifying. So when we are applying oil for the skin and massaging, we are opening up the skin pores and allowing the toxins to get eliminated. So we are giving time for detoxification on the surface level as well. And similarly, when we are performing the Abhyangasana, we are working on the meridian pathway and also the lymphatic systems. So it will help to detox all the accumulated toxins in our body. So when we are working on this body, we are also working on the mind, because mind is there around our body. Mind is spread across the body. So when we are cleansing the body, automatically we are conscious. We have to be conscious there with awareness. Automatically, we'll be helping to cleanse the mind as well. So it should not be a mechanical way. So we have to take this approach in a holistic way. Don't just mechanically take water, apply oil, or apply Ubdan powder. So when you are taking bath and doing Abhyanga, each and every part of the body has a memory. Every cell is holding some memory. So cleanse all those accumulated stuff in your body, in your energy plane, mental plane, and try to release them. And if something is useful, something is important, try to keep them in a permanent storage and allocate some file locations to it. So like that, manage your random access memory. Unnecessarily don't fill unnecessary stuff in your temporary memory. So cleanse it, keep it clean so that the processor is working well.
Right, thank you. And how about family time? Like, how do we spend the day with family?
So spending with family every day is very important because there are many things to be discussed in the family, like in between siblings, in between partners, between husband and wife, or children, and between their parents and all. So mostly we don't give time for our family members. So they try to share something with us, or try to open up something, or some mistake will happen which they want to correct themselves. So when we don't give time, those all emotions will get accumulated, they get stuck up inside, and that can blast at a later point of time. So when we give time for day to day, when we give time for them, so they will open up. So when we have that clear space between them, the relationship will be smooth. Or else when we don't give time, so a small thing, a situation, maybe a small situation might have happened. So when we don't give time to resolve that situation, it will pile up and it will blast later. So that will lead to an argument and quarrels, and maybe we will not talk to each other for a while. So why to create that situation later when we can give time every day, then clear up all those misunderstandings. So that is the reason we have to give family time. Apart from this, giving family time is also to share the energies, because family is the closed circle where we can get energized. We'll get energy not just from food. So community is also social. We are social beings. So we get energy from the people also around. So when we spend time with the family, it's where like we can exchange the happiness. So that's how we get nourished. So giving family time for our nourishment and to remove the misunderstandings is very important. Similarly with the society, with friends.
So, okay, when on that particular day, birthday, do you suggest that, we talk about our misunderstandings, or like, how to spend on that day?
So it's not just specifically on the birthday we will talk about misunderstandings. We have to be diplomatic. It's not like we'll be pointing out someone's weak point. So when we just spend time, automatically there'll be an understanding. It's not like we have to point out a certain mistake and we have to work on it. So just playing together or spending together, automatically it will open up some energies where we will have like suppose we have, I have shouted on my partner. Okay. So next day, the partner will be very not comfortable to speak out. But when I give time for my partner, like forgetting the past arguments, whatever happened, she will open up. So she'll be in a very safe zone. Like, okay, he's now he forgot, he has forgiven. So he's talking openly, softly. So the memory which she was holding, that will disappear. So it's not like we have to point out yesterday we had an argument. So it's not required. Just forget the past. And yes, there are certain things which we can discuss diplomatically. And yeah, if there is any mistake from my side, I will open up like, yeah, yesterday I should not have acted like that. Sorry, I was upset for some other reasons and I overreacted after coming back home. Like that, we can discuss. So always when we think some situation, we have to stand on others' shoe also. Like that situation, like what others are thinking. Always we'll try to think according to us. But we have to always think on other aspects also, like how she'll be thinking on this situation. What should be her view? So we have to give open time for the opposite person also.
And anything specific you want to talk about connecting with nature on that particular day?
So yes, at least on that day when we start, maybe plant a tree. That is very great thing which you can do on a birthday. Like if you don't have plants, go to nearby park, or there are many people who are actually planting trees. So you can connect with them, or you can go to ashram or to some farms or some open areas. It's not like just plant a tree, you have to take care of the tree also. So take the responsibility, just in your colony or nearby park, wherever it's possible, take the responsibility, plant a tree and take care of it. At least till it can stand on its own. So till that time, take that resolution and plant the tree. And connecting to sun, moon, stars, and animals, grounding, these all things are very important. Hug the tree. Many a times we can't open up to anyone, including our family members sometimes. At that time, tree is the very good partner for us. We can just hug the tree, talk to the tree, and we can speak to the tree. That will really help us to resolve many emotional blocks. So like that, when we connect to the nature, it will help us to cleanse our aura, cleanse our emotions. All the suppressed emotions will clean up. And we definitely will get nourished from the nature.
Right. And you said, on that day, yeah, buy a new cloth if it is really required. And as you said, do not go for overbuying, right? So how should one know that, this is too much or this is too less? Because it depends upon person to person.
So judge yourself. Like suppose you maintain your clothes weekly once, like you wash your clothes weekly once. So you have time, like every day you will be wearing some fabric. Maybe you are wearing some colored fabric. You feel like it should be different from day to day. So maybe you keep 3 extra pairs as a backup. That would be enough. Now we have party wear, we have formal wear, we have day-to-day like night wear. So now we have to take the resolution, like you take your call. How many dresses you want? So if you are aware, if you are conscious, like suppose I see my mother's like cupboard, there'll be many saris which she will never wear. Like every festival, every wedding anniversary, or every New Year or birthdays, she keeps on buying, even on the occasions, and someone will be gifting saris also. So they are all getting piled up. So I always keep asking, you don't even wear all these saris, then why you want to buy always? So mostly we like it's like a cultural practice. Like we have a notion that today is a festival, so we have to buy. Nothing wrong. You can buy the fabric, but give to the needy. Like suppose you have old fabrics which you don't want to wear anymore. So at least share those fabrics to needy people. So there are many deprived souls, deprived people who are not having any clothes. So when you create that balance, then even if you are capable of buying new clothes, so that you are not piling up, accumulating unnecessarily more pairs of clothes. So you are also sharing some of your excess to others. Then there is a balance. So, or directly buy new clothes to some needy people. That way is also fine.
True. Agreed. So Yogesh is asking, tree hugging shouldn't be done during night. Is that true?
So all the species like animals, birds, insects, all the species are actually taking shelter on the tree and under the tree. Yeah, but for humans, we see that tree is a living species and we feel like tree is also resting, and for that reason, we should not go under the tree and disturb it. That is a notion which we have. But I always ask for myself, like when all the species are resting on the tree, why not we? So earlier days, we were actually taking rest under the trees only. We were taking shelter under the trees, like as a nomad, like as very long back. So when we have not civilized ourselves. So yes, we need to respect every species. It's not like we should not touch the tree. So we are connected. When we are standing on the ground, the roots are connected. So there are some specific trees which my guru tells you can't sleep under that tree. Maybe because it leaves a lot of carbon dioxide in the night. That's what people say. Mostly the trees give oxygen. There are few trees which will give oxygen and take carbon dioxide. And during the nights, they say it will give carbon dioxide and take oxygen. So I'm not aware of it, but in general, if I connect to any other species, or if I am not civilized, or in the beginning of the creation, only the trees were actually supporting us. So what's the problem to connect with the tree? So I don't mind spending time with the tree. And mostly in my particular case, many times when I was not happy or emotionally I was low, even during the nights, I would seek help with the tree only. I would hug the tree. I used to sit under the tree only, and I used to share my feelings to the tree. That's how I was, I was connected back to my balance.
So, yeah, Yogesh again.
Happy birthday, Shailendra uncle.
Thank you.
Okay, so talking to a tree when they are sleeping, is that okay?
So first of all, you don't know whether the tree is sleeping or is it awake. So the consciousness, if you feel like the tree is awake, yes, you can talk to that tree. Nothing wrong.
Okay, and how do we ground ourselves? Maybe a short.
So grounding, there are different aspects in grounding: physical grounding and mental grounding. So basically, physical grounding, when we are connected with the earth, trees, and soil. Soil means it should not be a bare soil. It should have some life. There should be some life in the soil. Then only we can ground ourselves. If it is a cement platform, there is no life there. It's not like we are grounded. So try to stand on the floor where there is some microbial activity, humus soil, or some vegetation growing. Then tree, when you are even hugging the tree, the roots are connected deeper. So there is life in the tree. So like that also we can ground ourselves. So when we are indoors, we have earth element inside our body. We can connect to that earth element and get grounded. So if we are not in that conscious state, yes, we can take help of plants, indoor plants, and we can even think of the trees. We can think of that earth energy and then get grounded. Or I always keep talking about earthing mat. There are earthing mats available online. So you can get connected to that earthing mat, connecting to your electrical earthing pin, provided your earthing, like building earth is moist. So like that also we can get connected to earth. We can get connected to grounding.
Okay. Could you also tell us about the calendar? Which calendar to follow for our birthday? The Gregorian calendar or our Hindu or Indian calendar?
So we did not deny English calendar, though we follow Telugu calendar, but still universally we are following English calendar only. So for all our social like even a birth certificate. In our birth certificate, we will put English dates only, right? So we can't deny English calendar. So here we are creating certain pattern in the memory, like mentally we are creating certain pattern with that English calendar as well. So nothing wrong in following English calendar. Yeah, Telugu, our local calendars, definitely it has certain impact. But similarly, English calendar also has an impact. Like they follow, like suppose you may say our Telugu calendar follow moon, lunar calendar. But even in that, if you see every 3 months, we have extra month, Adhika Masam we call. So that is there because the sun is also moving in the constellation. So in our solar system, Earth is moving, moon is moving. Then to connect back to that cyclic pattern, we have certain number of dates. Okay. So now there is a difference between when it comes back to its one cycle, there'll be a difference between some particular number of movement. So when the similarly sun is also moving in that constellation. So together this correction is added in one. In Telugu they call it as Adhika Masa, like extra month. So which will be shifting for every month. So this is there for correction. Okay, but our English calendar, it's like always 12 months. And if you see our English calendar aligns to Sankranti, like aligns to sun calendar. So nothing wrong in following your Telugu calendar or English calendar. More than calendar, it's the pattern which we have created in our mind. We have created certain emotion to that calendar. So that is very important. So whatever calendar you're following, it's not a problem. So taking that day as a opportunity to kickstart that cycle again. That is very important.
And what about people who do not know their birthday or don't remember their birthday, or their parents might have not, recorded that birthday? That usually happens with our, grandparents or, even orphans. They don't know their birthday. How do they?
So suppose for orphans, normally they consider the date when they were submitted in that orphanage home. That day they consider their birthday. And there are some sannyasis, like in the spiritual path. So they consider their initiation day as their birthday. Though they have their, on the records, they have their birthday calendar. But many people celebrate their birthday as the realization day or initiation day. So that's what I'm trying to tell. We have created certain emotion to that day. So again, that is reoccurring every year. So we need to consider that day. Like even if people are not aware of their birthdays, they remember certain tithis. Like I was born before Purnima during the month of Sri Ramanavami, something like that. So they can choose that day as their birthday.
Right. And okay, there is one question. So when we spoke about clothes, okay, is it like, do we need to go for new clothes or
something like that?
Pre-loved clothes or used clothes? Do they carry any energy?
Yes. So pre-loved clothes, yeah, fabrics have certain energies, but we will wash and again sun dry, right? So that will again cleanse that energies, even if some certain energies are holding to it. So it's nothing wrong to use pre-loved clothes.
Okay. And what was birthday celebration done in our olden days, ancient time? Or is it a new trend which has come up from past few decades or so?
So we were celebrating our birthday since ages. Like every cultures have the celebration of birthday. Like we have Sri Ramanavami, Sri Krishna Janmashtami. So birthday celebrations are carrying since yugas. It's not a new thing.
Correct. And anything you want to
Regarding the
add?
pre-loved clothes, I think salt water can be used, Shailendraji. Like we can add salt in the water because salt cleanses energies, right? So I thought if I'm going to thrift or buy a pre-loved clothing, I'm going to dip it in salt water and then run it and then once wash it off and then sun dry it. That's what I was thinking to do in
Sun is
case.
the best source. Sun is enough actually. Yeah, salt water is also helpful to remove the stored emotions, but sun is universal.
All right.
So even earth also, it's taking all the compost which we are putting, the waste which we are putting back to the soil. It is again using that resource and generating new one. So for that, again, sun and moon are very much required. Salt is used because of minerals. So it has a property to absorb all those impressions. So water again has memory. Water also
Usually for
has.
that aura cleansing activity, we take a handful of salt and then do that, right? So they say it's a very good cleanser. So
Yes, definitely salt will help. Even our bioenzymes will help.
yeah, okay.
And how about a temple visit on our birthday?
Yeah, so here temple, like some may be atheists, some may be believers in God, or some may be not believing in God. So finally, going to temple, like we we treat temple as a sacred place. So everyone who are coming to the temple, like temple is like a energy generator, like a transformer. Like how we have trees, like trees absorbing the energies and distributing in the surroundings. Like that, temple archaeology is also designed to absorb the energies from the cosmos and spreading around. So definitely going to temple will improve, will give nourishment emotionally, physically, and mentally. It will add energies to our aura and to our physical body as well. So going to temple is very good, or connecting to nature. Whatever way, wherever we are going, like even if you go to temple, like suppose we go to Tirupati, we struggle a lot, and we take time in standing in queue, and after going to temple, after seeing the God, we're actually closing our eyes. So why are you struggling to go to the temple for like taking struggle, pain, and after going there, you are just closing your eyes? That is emphasizing that God is there within you. So to realize that, to connect to that self, external idol is a source, it is a medium. So basically, before pre-Vedic time, there were no idol worship. So because our mind is very fickle, it will not have that stable one-pointedness. It will always scatter. So to bring that control, our practices, our cultural, there are our cultural practices where they started Vigraha Aradhana to connect to the mind at one point, to hook the mind at one focus. Then once you evolve, there is a certain stage when you transcend beyond that idol. But mostly what we are doing is we are connecting to the idol mechanically. We have to transcend beyond that. So through idol, we are we are connecting to that whole, to that divine. So take that idol or going to the temple as a platform, and worshipping that shrine as a medium, and transcend within and connect to yourself. That is very important. So going to temple on this day will help us to connect to ourself again. So don't just go to the temple mechanically, go with awareness. Definitely when we go to temple, definitely we'll not think bad of others, or we have our mind, we'll try to focus on one-pointedness. So this is how we'll have a chance to again connect back to ourselves.
Right. And what is your opinion about cake cutting on birthday?
Yeah, again, we have a vested interest. So culturally, Western culture has a practice of cutting cake, making cakes and all, blowing candles and all. Nothing wrong to cut a cake. Like we say, we should not cut anything on the birthday. Yeah, if that is the case, we are meant to eat fruits. We are not supposed to eat any cooked food. So for eating fruit, you don't need any tool. You can just open up a fruit and eat when it is ripe, and that is nourishing you. But when we are cooking, definitely we use some utensils and cutlery, and we can't deny it. So if you're not cutting a cake, you're cutting some vegetable or using that knife to cut something or the other. Okay, if not you, someone else is actually making for you. Still, we have to use a knife. So, okay, instead of cake, some people make halwa. They make cake with fruit. So these are like influential practices. Yeah, it's creating some fun. Like we are connected to that emotion of cake cutting. Like birthday means, yes, we have to cut the cake. Like every child, because we are connected to that emotion and that practice. So again, it will take time. It's again individual call. So do you want to just stuck to that mechanically, or you want to transcend beyond it? So ultimately, it's for happy moment. So we are cutting the cake for happiness. So see that emotion behind it. But at the same time, try to make healthy cake. Even if you want to cut the cake, make a cruelty-free cake, chemical-free cake, preservative-free cake, vegan cake. So make something like that. Pranic cake, like we can make like Padel Shivakumar, zero oil, no boil cooking, and many other practitioners, they make raw cake. Of course, they use poha and fruit and jaggery to make that cake. I was also sharing and teaching many people. It is pranic cake, unbaked cake. There is prana in it because you are adding fruit to it. So like that, we can avoid the poha also. We can use some nuts instead of grains. So yeah, we can, it's a celebration again. We are connecting to certain emotion there for happy moment. And blowing candles, this is very unique thing you need to understand. So what we do is, suppose we have completed 43 years, we will blow those 43 candles, or nowadays we are just keeping 4 and 3 number and blowing that 43 number. So that will signify like we have passed 43 years in our life. So let us forget all those incidents which we are lingering about the past and lit a new life, 44. Okay, so at least from now, start your new life. Don't linger of your past. But yes, past are very great experiences. We need not forget our past. Past are very beautiful memory where it teaches us. It has taught us. So if I do like this, I will face this consequences. If I do like this, I'll face this consequence. So these all are past teachings. So every past is like a teaching. Take that as a teaching and don't get hooked to it. Don't linger upon it. Don't be guilty of it. I may be a drunkard in past. I may be stingy in the past. So it was past, but not now. Now I have realized. So I have corrected. I have taken this present day as an opportunity to correct my weak point. So since childhood, I was behaving certain way. So now I am grown up. I am matured. It's not like I'm still behaving childish. So it was yesterday. Like I have some baggages. Everyone will have some baggages. Will be growing. We all will be growing with certain attitudes and character. So when we know that this is bad, which is troubling us in our day-to-day life, why do we want to hold that character? So take this day as an opportunity to forget all those past sins or past deeds which we have done. So blow it off and lit a new candle or new light. So that is the deeper meaning of blowing the candle. And of course, we have to light a new light also.
Right. Okay, recently, Shailendraji, I came across a thought wherein, on our birthday, we, celebrate, we enjoy, right? But There was one thought which made me think, yes, this can, we can look at our birthday in this direction also, wherein, the person who, there is a person who is celebrating the birthday and there is one more person who is, his friend. Okay, he said, like, on this day you are going out with your friends and, boozing, partying and all, but what about your mother? The day when you were born, she was literally crying and she was in pain, she was in tears, right? But on this day you are enjoying. So isn't that a good thought to spend time with your mother?
That's what I was telling about family time. So this day, it's like actually new birth for the mother, because conceiving, bringing a child is like taking a new birth for the mother. So yeah, definitely we have to show our gratitude to the mother and father who is upbringing us and teaching us how to lead our life. And of course, guru is there in many ways, in the form of nature, or some are fortunate to have that guru tattva in the physical form. So yeah, we have to show that gratitude, and always we should never forget. So taking their blessings is very important on this day. Daily we have to show our gratitude to them and the mother earth. So always when I step down, like I used to think in my childhood when I was coming, like walking on the road, getting down the bus, I used to walk carefully, not stamping on the grass. At the same time, if I walk on the ground, it's like stamping on the mother earth. Then I used to walk on footpath. So then footpath also is made up of stone, which is also coming from earth. So it is also representing mother earth. Then where should I keep my legs? Then from that day, I started immediately the moment I wake up, the moment I keep my foot on the ground, before that I just bow to the earth and then step down. So like that, I show my gratitude to my parents, guru, for this life, because I'm not owning this body itself. If you see, I'm paying tax for this body. I'm not the owner of this body. I'm just residing in this body and utilizing this body. So I should not, I'm using this body as a rent. I should not, I have to take this position. Okay, because this is the gift which was given us by the nature. Now don't give this body as a rent to other beings, other emotions, arshad vargas, to anger, to lobha, to krodha, to kama. So take that control of this body within yourself. Don't give rent to others. So we have to be gratitude to every being in the nature, because we are existing because of other creatures also, other stars also, because energies are distributed from every species.
Right. Thank you. I think Pramod from Hyderabad has a question. Shall we ask him to unmute? And
Yes.
Yes, Pramod ji.
Hello. Namaskaram, Shailen.
Yeah, Hari Om. Namaskaram.
Yeah, I had one question actually. How do we sense if an action is wholesome or not? I mean, is there a foolproof way to see if an action is wholesome? And same with food as well. Like, can we sense the life force? And is it possible to sense the life force in it?
So we have a intelligence, intellect, intuition. So mostly when we are not aware, when we just blindfoldedly, like mechanically do our actions, put our actions, we are not connected to our deeper voice. So actually every step when we are taking, there is a voice from within. If something we are doing wrong, there'll be a voice from within. No, think over again. So if we are not aware at that time, we will face some consequence of that action. So which will be a learning for us. At least from that experience, next time when certain situation will come and when you have to take that decision, that action, at least try to connect to your past experience. So only we human beings are capable of living that life. No other species can live that life like that. So we have that freedom, free will, and also intuition, where we can take our choice, at the same time listen to our instinct as well. So we have that buddhi, vichakshana, determination. So whether this is good or bad. So try to listen and then take step into your action. Like that, if you want to understand whether any food is giving life, nourishing you or not. So again, there is a sense where you can feel the moment you eat a food, it should nourish you. So if it is not nourishing you, then it is not giving you life. Or the body is also a sophisticated system where it will take that as a raw material and try to make energy from it. So now past experience, again, the present connection with the food consciously. So that's how we have to inculcate these habits.
Okay. I think Mamata from Bangalore also has a question. Please.
Yeah.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Guruji, usually on birthdays or on festivals, when we go to temple, and if there is too much rush, my husband will not take me inside the main Garbhagudi. He will just make us sit in below a tree, and he will just see the environment, and then he'll come back. Is it okay, Guruji? But my parents, they tell that no, you have to go inside the Garbhagudi or else it is not good. So what is your opinion, Guruji?
See, we have created these all practices, cultural rituals and all. We have created that bonding. So basically, I explained like what is the purpose of going to temple. Basically, it's connecting to yourself. So even if you're connecting to trees, even from far distance, if you can connect to that self, even that is fine. But if you have an opportunity to go inside the Garbhagudi, definitely take it, because when we are closely connected physically, so even internally also we can connect closely.
Okay.
Like suppose I'm talking to you through this Zoom. Don't you feel happy when I come personally and visit you and talk to you?
Yes, Guruji.
So it's like that only. Like when God is there in front of you, standing in the form of an idol, so definitely he is more closer. So internally also we can connect to that self more closer.
Okay, Guruji.
Nothing wrong. If you have an opportunity, yes, you can. If you don't have an opportunity, connect within. Connect from distance.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
How about Dana Dharma on that day?
So I was mentioning Dana Dharma, we have to start collecting 10% of our earnings, whatever we are earning. Out of that, we don't know, we have not seen tomorrow, right? So maybe sometimes we stock up for doing contributions tomorrow, but tomorrow is never our day. It's like death can come like a shadow. Anytime we may have to leave this body. But if we are elevated, we can even choose our death. We can choose our birth. So we are not in that position, but with practices, yes, we can choose when to die. If you have not completed your purpose of birth, if you have not cut down your weak points, that is first priority. So you can even stop the death. So try to utilize, because next birth we don't know again when we will take birth, where we will take birth. Though we have an option to choose our birth, we have to be elevated. We have to be evolved consciously to decide where to take birth. So now it depends on individual consciousness, where we will take birth, how we will take birth, whether we will have such certain facilities, because whatever you sow inside the earth, you are getting benefits of, you are reaping those benefits 1,000-fold time. So for your next birth, you have to deposit right from now. So we have very good parents, very good job, or very good appearance, These all are because of our past good deposits, which we are reaping the fruit. So whatever we are having backlogs is because we have not deposited earlier. So now Dana Dharma, yes, specifically on this birthday, we can try to contribute for needy people, trying to do some bigger contributions. Like if you just contribute 1 rupee daily to a person, rather try to gather all that one like individual rupee and try to give lump sum amount that will be utilized for a good cause, or else that 1 rupee will be not utilized properly unless and until he will save that amount diligently. It will not be utilized. So normally for Dana Dharma, what one has to do, try to connect to needy people, try to give clothes, or try to do Annadana for needy people, or try to help your some of your helpers' children for their education. Like that, try to do a certain Dana Dharma, which when you are doing with your right hand, even your left hand should not know what you're doing. Don't do Dana Dharma for show off. Don't do any celebrations to show off. So don't let that ego come in one's life. So with humble heart, like without any expectations, we have to help others. That should be the way to do Dana Dharma. So take this opportunity to serve people, serve needy, because God has gifted us. Now, one may ask, now where is the role of God? Like when you say whatever you have sowed, you have done action, you are getting the benefit of it. You are reaping the fruits of it. Now, what is God doing? So the divine energy is actually multiplying your deposits and also managing. Suppose if you suffer, like for your wrongdoings, for all those sufferings, if you have to suffer all at one time, we can't lead our life. And all our fruits, if you have to complete at one time, so you will not have courage or energy to face your hard time. So God will intermix like a sandwich, all the good and bad, like happiness and sorrow moments. He will sandwich in between, and he will give us. He will help us to. He will also direct us to how to face them. So try to take your strength and overcome your weakness. Everyone will have certain strengths. So hold to your strength and cross over your weakness. So that's how you have to go forward.
If anyone has any question, they can type it in the chat box, or they can unmute themselves and can ask.
So one more question in the chat. Do we select on
Your voice is not audible.
There is one question, sir. Do we select our family to be born in before birth? Do we select the family?
Can you type your question, please?
Shailendraji, meanwhile, Suvarna is typing her question. There is a question from Sai Rakesh that why it is called as Panchabhuta lamp when it is just, Agni and Bhumi.
So basically air and sky are there around. Fire is there, water. Because this lamp has water element in between. So basically, if you see this Panchabhuta lamp, around the fire, there is water. So it has a layer of water in between, like this mud diya represents earth element. This is water element in between, and between is fire. So air and space are around. So that's how this is represented as Panchabhuta lamp.
Yeah. We got Suvarna's question. Do we choose the family that we want to be born in?
Yeah, if we are consciously evolved, we can choose where to take birth for our next birth. We can right from now, we can choose. But for that, we have to uplift our consciousness. So that is possible when we can correct our weak points and then connect to ourselves, then we are uplifted. So then we can choose our death, we can choose our birth. We can design our future.
Okay, thank you, Shailendraji. And is there anything else you would like to add on to this session, today's session? Why do we need to celebrate or be happy about our birthday?
Why do we need to celebrate or be happy about our birthdays? So, as I said earlier also, this is the day to kickstart again. So try to, don't have guilt of your past. Take this day as a new day, new birth, because it has a cyclic pattern. So try start new life. Till yesterday, whatever has happened, has happened. Learn from those experiences. Now start living happily. So that is a day for celebration, because you are starting your new life. And we have to be happy daily. It's not just for our birthday. So celebration should be there daily. At least from that day, we are again starting new, forgetting the past. Forgetting the past, we need not forget the past experiences, but clear up your guilt. Don't try to linger of your past. Just take them as an experience and move ahead.
There is a question from Shiva Saranya. Certain events do not have our control, but it affects us a lot. How to overcome?
So whatever past deeds we have done, which was not in our control, yes, we have to face it, the consequence of it. But accepting is very important. It's not like we have to be guilty of those past events. We need to accept and we have to face them boldly. And we have be careful that it will not happen in the near future and which is in the present. So when you are careful there, taking the past as an experience, accepting and welcoming the consequence, then it will be helpful to not to repeat that in the future. So living consciously, living with awareness is very important. So these all situations in our life are actually, if you notice, it is trying to help us to get connect to ourselves. Because if we don't have situations, we will not try, there will be a pain. With every situation, there is a pain or happiness. So with if you are lingering to happiness also, it will cause pain. If you are holding to that pain also, it will be more painful. So trying to reach that stability is very important. So to reach that stability, being in the present, taking the past experiences is very important.
Okay. There is one more question from Mamta. You told that you have a connection with your Guruji from past life. Are there anyone else in your family or friends with whom you had past life connection?
So I happen to meet many people. So I have not explored the past life connections with other members whom I met till now, but with my guru, I have very strong, because I was trying to see my past connections. Consciously, I was trying to connect. So I could see all those past connections. But with others, I have never tried. But I have a feeling like normally everyone will have feeling like we are bonded since past, or else actually everyone are interconnected. We all now we are there together, like because we have some connections in the past, so only we are united, or else every individual is in their different walks of life or from different areas. How we are all connected? Because we have certain connections. So when we go deeper, definitely we can see what connections we had in the past. But yeah, again, we need not again try to see every past of us. If at all we have to remember past, God would have given that intellect to see our past. So many a times forgetting the past is also very helpful, because there are certain moments which are very hard also. So forgetting them is very much beneficial, or we can't lead our life. We can't live our life. But we have a feeling, like to certain places, like when we go to certain places, we'll have a feeling like, I have visited this place earlier. I have some vibes which are pulling me to this place. So definitely we have past memories, but we will forget, but that feeling, impressions will be there. So only we'll have that feelings.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. Any more questions?
Okay. I'm trying my best to be with nature, but I couldn't execute it. Only thought is there, couldn't execute it.
So take baby steps. It's not like like it's possible for everyone. Even I took time. So take today as an opportunity. So till yesterday, you might have not done. Taking resolution is very important. There is a neuro-linguistic program which will happen when you take resolution, sankalpa. So without resolution, changing the habits are very difficult. So take resolution, take sankalpa. Like from today, I will try to spend time with the tree for a minute at least. I will try to go for walk, nature walk. So take resolution and then see. That will have a great impact. So like that, be consistent in your resolution, and don't be guilt if you have missed your resolution. Again, take the resolution. Be consistent in your resolution. Slowly, it will become a habit pattern. And community is very important to practice any good things. That's why we have satsang. So when we have like-minded people, we have satsang, and that will help us to motivate to do good. So try to connect to that satsang, and which will help you to motivate and make a habit pattern in you.
I think we'll take one last question from Yogesh.
Yeah.
Yes, Yogesh.
Hari Om, Chalendraji. Birthday wishes to you.
Thank you.
So the other day I was at work. It was a typical day, and the customer of that workplace came in, and out of nowhere, that person walked up to me and introduced himself to me and started talking about how he was having a very bad day. Out of nowhere, and he unloaded whatever he was going through, and he asked for a job also from me, that if he could work at that place. So it was a conversation where I said, sure, send me your bio and all of that, and I will look into it. That day got passed. Next day again, he came to the cafe and he again unloaded himself. And sitting on the table across me, he started talking about what bad experiences he is going through and how his last 2 years have been a nightmare. And he started crying right there. I tried my best to give whatever advices I could. And I also told him that I'm not an expert on this subject, but since you're sitting here, I would not mind helping you out. But at that time, I could not help but understand that certain times when you are not prepared in your own life battles, when you're not having a good day yourself, when you're, your own life is a total upside down, if somebody would ask me, I can really go on. And here comes another person who needs a hand. So what should you do in case if you are struggling and you see someone else struggling? Do you say that, okay, I am not subject expert, go to the expert and find a solution, or you try and help that person?
Very interesting. Just be a listener. That will help him a lot. You may not be in a position to help him, but listening to him helps him a lot. Because many a times we have many things which we'll be holding emotionally, we will keep ourselves. So we will not find any place to vent it out or express or reflect. So maybe he felt in your company or in your place, he wanted to just express himself or share his situation. So you were just listening to him, though you were not in a position to help him. So nature will actually help him. So maybe sometimes nature will choose you as a medium to help him. So sometimes nature will use your ears to listen to him. So just be a listener, that would be enough.
Thank you. And similarly, if you're listening to someone's pain, agony, or someone's anger, do the energies transfer to you, or do you get affected by that because somebody is unloading emotional baggages or pain or those kind of energies?
So then you have to be grounded. Like if you feel like you are holding, just connect to a tree. Maybe nature knows that you are in a position to release those emotions. So only he has felt like sharing with you. So now you know how to ground and connect to nature and release those emotions. So definitely you are in a stand, like you know how to handle with that.
Okay, fair enough. One last question. If you keep running into the same problem and same situation every day, every month, every year, every 3-4 years, same kind of problems keep on coming to you, and you've tried every other way to sort of not get into the same problem, what does it show?
So either you have to change your path, or that situation is making you more stronger. Suppose you have chosen that for your work or for your career, and the situations, more and more situations are coming. Normally, the problems will come where we are weak at. Most of the situations will come repeatedly where to make us strong. So if you observe subtly, every time you'll be evolving. It's not like you'll be standing there at one place. Every time there will be some improvement. There'll be improvement in your tolerance limit or patience or your approach to handle that problem. It will not be same always. So many times it is helping you to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. But there may be certain situations where it will tell you that, no, this is not for you. Better change, like accept it. Sometimes we have to accept. It's not like always we have to linger upon, and we need not be stubborn in certain things. Yeah, we can be determined. At the same time, we need not be stubborn. It's like just a hairline difference.
Okay, I'll try to move forward with this. Thank you. Happy birthday to you again.
Thank you.
And Shailendraji, we have 2 more questions. So shall we take it now, or we'll discuss?
Yeah, we will take these last 2 questions.
Okay. So Rupa says, I have observed in my life that if I want something, exactly the opposite thing will happen, or it will never happen. This stops me from taking sankalpa. I fear that it might never happen if I take sankalpa. What is your advice?
So sometimes nature has a better thought for you or better fruit for you, because we are a child, we are not matured. Many a times we will just try to get stuck to certain things, which may cause problem for us. Nature knows better. So for that reason, even after taking repeated sankalpas, it is not happening. So first of all, taking sankalpa is very good to start any action. That resolution will help us to go forward. But even after taking sankalpa, maybe the time has not come for you, or we are not eligible for accepting it. Like I take sankalpa that my guru has to call me back. So my guru's grace is there. I'm helping people. He's working through me. Physically, I'm just away from him. That's it. Why I am taking that sankalpa? Because he also told that he'll be taking me back sometime. I don't know when the time will come. So for that, I have to be eligible and time has to come. So I'm not lingering with, I'm not just stuck there. I'm doing my duty. But I have not stopped taking my sankalpa. I'm still determined and I'm moving ahead. So maybe I'm not eligible now, or maybe I have to become more stronger, or the time has to come. So mostly time will come when one is eligible. So if one is eligible, time automatically will come. So maybe there are still more things, or sometimes the meanings, like the situations also changes. So we have to accept that nature's destiny also. So I have never stopped my determination. So I'm just continuing. So don't stop your sankalpas. So continue your sankalpa, even if nature is not giving. Again, taking sankalpa of righteous things. It's not like take some resolution of some wrong things which is not in your control, or not suitable for you. So we have that vichakshana buddhi also. So we have to utilize that as well. Nothing wrong in aspiring some things.
Right. Thank you. And yes, Pramod ji, you can ask your question from Hyderabad.
Okay, Shailendraji, what made you stick to the path that you're on? Is it related to faith or belief?
So it's not faith or belief. Basically, I was trying to listening to my inner call. Okay, even if I keep my Guruji aside, still Guru Shakti might have helped me through other sources also, but I'm fortunate to have my physical Guru also. So he never he never asked me to do certain things. It was my choice. He was only guiding me according to my interest. He was guiding me which will suit me and how to be strong in my sankalpas, like whatever I have chosen. So what's sticking me to continue this path is, of course, it is giving me happiness. And I was choosing myself as a medium for that nature's works to be happening. So that is continuing. So even if people listen to me or not, I have a role to play. I am just putting seeds. Some or the other day, the seeds will mature. They will grow up. And it is happening. So I'm seeing it. So very long back, I started spreading this awareness. It's taking shape and people are also getting benefited. So I have not taken back step. I'm just progressing further. So definitely seeing others' experiences, definitely it will motivate me to go ahead also. So even if I don't listen, I have chosen this path.
Thanks, man. I'm trying my best to keep up with your teachings.
So together we can bring a betterment for the world. Ultimately, whoever is working is for the betterment of the creation, the existence. So we have to build that harmony in the nature. So wherever you are, you may just talk only spirituality, or you may talk minimalism or sustainability. Ultimately, it's connecting that harmony. So everyone is expertise in certain things. So we need not put our leg in everything. So whatever we are capable of, whatever nature has chosen, so just keep doing that in your life. That's it. So then connect to people who are expertise, who have that capabilities, which you can do, motivate them to do, or seek their help, share with them. That's how together we can bring harmony into this world again. So it may be a religious belief, or it may be food thoughts, or it may be cultural thoughts, whatever we have. So try to be open, listen to everyone, like everyone may be right in their perspective. Try to understand and also share your thought in front of them. Then ultimately truth is same. Like we will be seeing truth in different angles and different dimensions, but the ultimate truth which is there is same, which is a deeper truth which can't be changed. So outwardly we have different aspects which may be right for a while, but may be wrong at some other place. But truth will never change. Truth is universal. Okay, so I would request you all to just open your cameras once to see you all, and then we will sit in silence for 2 minutes. I should have started with Omkara, I thought, but yeah. We will just sit for 2 minutes silence, and then we will end
And
up.
Shailendraji, before we conclude, any short message you would like to convey on this occasion?
So yeah, I'm very happy to connect to you all. Always, I don't see people like many people try to connect to me. Unfortunately, it's though it's virtual, I can't see faces, but I can read out the names and I can hear to few people. I would have appreciated if you all have came in front of the camera, so that that vibes are very different. When you see people, the happiness is different. So you might have observed initially I was not able to talk because I'm not seeing any faces. It was not helping me to talk. Then Shweta picked up, she understood me and she started conversing. So then I was comfortable to converse to her. Through her, I was conversing to everyone. But from the beginning, if you would have come on the screen, I would have seen your faces and I would have been happy, and my conversations would have been smoother. So it took time for me to adjust myself. Always I keep asking people to come in front of the camera. Don't just off your screen. Yeah, but still happy to see you all, happy to connect with you all. And yeah, since morning I was getting many wishes. Thank you for each and every one. Yeah, so together, like wherever you are, whatever you're practicing, take steps, because we have to be healthy for leading a harmonious life. So take steps towards your healthy well-being and your holistic health. And together we will work for the nature's harmonious living in the nature, for the nature also.
And Shailendraji, we got quite a few questions on grounding actually. So we have outside questions. So maybe we can plan for another session on grounding, especially.
Yes, separately we can plan sessions on grounding and other things as well.
Okay, over to you.
Yeah. So we'll sit in silence for 2 minutes. We'll chant Om 3 times, Hrim 3 times, Om and Hrim alternatively 3 times. Then we will close. Observe your breath. Take a long and deep breath. Chanting of Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you all. Hari Om.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Guruji.
birthday. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Guruji.
you.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Shailendra uncle.
Thanks,
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Guruji. Thanks for the beautiful session.
Thank you.
Thanks, Guruji, for a wonderful explanation and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Shailendra Garu. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Guruji.
Thank you.
Many more happy returns, Guruji. Thanks for the session.
Thank you.
Thank you for the session.
Happy birthday, Guruji. Thanks for the session.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Shailendra-ji. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
God
Hari
bless
Om
you
all.
and keep you safe and prosperous always.
Thank you. Yeah. Hari Om. Hari Om to all.